Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this photograph and asked how to draw it. It's really pretty easy. I did it on the first attempt, but I use Corel a lot, and my mind just works. I can see patterns. So we need to make this shape. Two ways you can make this shape. You can draw an ellipse, holding down the control button, hit the plus key on the keyboard, and then move that ellipse over, and even hold down the control button anymore. Make it pretty skinny. And then you can fill that in, and you've basically made that shape of that one piece we need. And we're going to left click, no fill, right click outline, and we're going to squeeze it in a little bit. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I did it evenly, because if you don't, it won't work. So I'm going to hit the P on the keyboard. I want to make my top and bottom are perfectly centered, and they are, because if your ellipse was a little bit off on one side. Now we're going to make this a number that we can work with. So with our ratio lock, we're going to make it 1 inch. So we want to, you can make it bigger or smaller later, but then if you can set your nudge factor on 1 inch, you'll be ahead of the game. So what we're going to do also before we do anything is we're going to Control D and make a duplicate and move the center rotation there, and we're going to rotate it 60 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. Now I said moving it down 1 inch, but I'm going to Control G to group this. But now our item is 2 inches, so we need to change our nudge factor to 2. And then just take that and Control D and nudge it down. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this, and I'm going to kind of back up here. And we need to make the other parts of the other feather flowers. So we're going to do those maybe 2 at a time. We're going to take this one and make a duplicate and move it over. And we're going to go to Object, Order, and ungroup it. And then we're going to take this one and with the 4-point cross, snap it to there. Take this one with the 4-point, I don't know if you can see that, the 4-point cross. Let me zoom in a little bit. You want to be able to snap it to it. And then take this one. And by doing this, when we duplicate it here more, we're going to duplicate a lot of them. And you always want to double check, because if you're off just a little bit, at first, your whole thing's going to be off. But we're not changing the angle. So we've got 2 of them done. And now we can probably, let's see if we can't grab, tell you what, let's try to, yes, we can nudge that out of the way. Now our item is 2.5, so let's set it on, I still think it's going to be 2, but let's go 2.5. Yep, I was right. We haven't really changed. So whenever I make a duplicate and it can't go with it, I'm going to back up. So make our duplicate on 2, Control D, Control D, Control D. And then if you're trying to make that perfect, then you'd want the same amount, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got too many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still got too many. But we need that one at the bottom like that, so we could also break that apart and just take away that bottom piece. No, we need to get rid of all that, because to make it look like that. Now we actually need 2 more pieces up top, but that's going to come later. So I'm going to actually go back and leave those there, all of them, because we can delete those later. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, And this is where that 4-point cross really comes in. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. So now you've got it. We're going to need some sidebars, but we're going to just use these sidebars. If you can see, though, I'm going to call those 3 sidebars. And I don't know if we're big enough yet. So we're going to add one more. And I think I'm off. So let's zoom in. And if you're off at the first, you're going to be off the whole way. So then we might need one more. Control G and then hit P. They've got it into a 6-sided polygon. So turn your polygon tool on 6-sided and draw a polygon and hit P. All we really want is that we want these side ones to be entirely engulfed. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key and I'm going to enlarge it. So we've got these side ones on all the way. We're a little bit off on our left to right. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's hold down the Shift and squeeze that in. Let's hold down the Shift and squeeze it out. I'm not going to worry about making it perfect right now, but then this is a group, so we can intersect it. And then we have this. Now the key to this, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we want these side pieces, but we don't want these, so we can just go through and delete them. And if we're a little bit off, I don't know why I can't delete those. That is weird. Something's in the way. There we go. See, we're just getting those side pieces. And just a few more. I said I wasn't going to do it all, then I just keep going. Whoop, need that piece. So what I meant by side pieces are these elongated parts. And pretty interesting object. I think I'm going to be off from being perfect square. Yeah, I'm longer than I am round. There's several ways we could do that. Let's unlock our ratio and make it 6. Kind of bring it out. And then if we bring in a circle, tell you what, let's get rid of this. I don't really know how I got off. Hit P, put it in the center of the page. Take a ellipse and hit P. See, we're just going to be off a little bit, but hold down the Shift key. It's not going to be bad. I don't know how I'm off a little bit on the width. Tell you what, let's stretch it a little bit more. But just remember to hit P. That's a little closer. Now let's hold down the Shift key to grow that. Control D to make a duplicate. Grow that circle. Now grab it all. We got multiple lines. So we're going to make them 3 points. Grab the red, make them black, both of them. And that's really the size point. If you can't ever grab it, move one out of the way. Because I hit the left click, I need to right click, and then grab your circle or ellipse and put it back. That's pretty close. I actually did a little better job on the first one. I apologize, I don't know what I did wrong. But it's a pretty cool pattern, but you just gotta, see things, and, it's a star coming off of a star. You're using the same petal multiple times. Anyway, I hope that answered his question, and thank you for watching.